Good evening and welcome to Zoning Board Meeting of Appeals at the 26th of March. We'll be moving forward to housekeeping issues. If you have a cell phone on you, please turn it off or place it on vibrate. Anyone wishing to speak in behalf or in opposition of the petition, please come to the podium, state your name, and sign in for the public record. Also, if you're speaking on behalf of the petition, state your name, sign in for public record. That being said, moving forward, there is no continued business this evening, so we'll go right into new business. ZB 2018-10 for a variance, Nicholas Carvala at 50 Whitney Avenue, section 6.1.10. The applicant is seeking variance approval for the zoning board to build a driveway for the existing home at 50 Whitney Avenue. The building is located in a traditional single-family zoning district and requires variance under section 6.1.10, table of dimensional requirements, off-street parking for setback from the building, setback from the lot line, and for any other relief required of the Lowell zoning ordinance. Is there someone to speak on behalf of this petition? Good evening.
Good evening. My name's Nicholas Carvello. The reason why we brought this in front of the board was to, well, obviously we wanted to add a driveway to the current footprint. And we purchased this property approximately a year ago. It would be a year in April. And it's completed now, and obviously the last step would be to try and accomplish put in a driveway, which would add value to the, not only to the property, but also to the neighborhood. It would also, help the city in quite a bit with getting some cars off the street during the winter season. So that's basically what it's all about, is to try and the driveway itself would be 39 by 8, I believe. And it would be enough spots for 2 cars. And we would also get a permit for a curb cut around the 10-foot range. The contractor is D&D Paving. They've done a number of paving jobs here in the city and elsewhere in the state, and they're well-known, so I'm sure they do a great job if this gets approved.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
That being said, I'd like to open it up to the public. Anyone wishing to speak in favor? In favor? In favor? Please welcome. State your name and address for the record and sign in.
Thank you. Michael DeRoches, 51 Whitney Ave. I am just in favor what Mr. Cavallo's done with the house, and everything around has been fantastic. And I think it would be a great addition to the neighborhood to add into the driveway. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving forward to public hearing, anyone else wishing to speak? Good evening, sir.
Hi, my name is Michael Serpenant. I'm actually the owner of the house. I own, rental properties in Lowell, and I feel like whoever buys this property, they will need a driveway, and, hopefully a good family goes in there and helps the neighborhood.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak in favor? In favor? In favor? That portion of public hearing now is closed. Anyone wishing to speak in opposition? In opposition? In opposition? That portion of the public hearing is now closed. I'd like to open it up to the board. Van?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I think this petition makes sense. Like the petitioner says, Mr. Cavallo's, he's adding to the property and adding to the neighborhood, and, taking a few cars off the road, which is, I think, good for safety reasons. So overall, I think this is a petition I can favor. So best of luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Van. Mark?
I have no questions, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Dennis?
Through you, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask the builder a couple of questions, if I could. I'm not sure if that's Mr. Supranat. Okay, sorry. I went by the site and I noticed that there's some grading that happens from the house to the neighbors. Maybe it's like a foot or so of grade change that happens there. And so the site plan that was submitted doesn't have any contours on it, so I don't quite understand how you're going to mitigate drainage once this is built.
Well,
I can answer that. So I spoke with D&D in regards to the grading, because when I went and spoke to engineering here in City Hall, they had brought up that issue, or potential issue. So after I spoke to Mario in engineering from D&D, the owner of D&D, when he pulls a permit, he'll give an explanation as to grading, which will not lead to the adjacent property, nor to our property, and go towards the backyard.
Okay, so your intent is to take the water off the paved surface into the backyard, where it would then be able to recharge into the ground?
Correct.
Great, okay. And then you're really close to the house. You're 1 foot away from the house, and you're 1 foot away from the property line. What are you going to install in that 1 foot of material that's remaining between, the property line? Is that meant to be grass or?
Well, it's currently, there's a, I don't know, maybe about a 2 or 3 foot section of pavement that borders the foundation. I would assume that D&D would go ahead and just blend the new driveway into the current pavement that's there, which is already pitched away from 50 Whitney.
Okay, so that's one side. How about the remaining 1 foot that you have on the site plan between the neighboring property and your new driveway, if that were approved?
That has grass on the neighboring property. So as they grade, that issue will be resolved also.
Resolved in that it would remain as grass? Is that the intent?
Well, I'm not sure how, I mean, in regards to the plan, it looks like we would only pave what is ours, which is the 8 feet, which would be pitched in a direction that's necessary to prevent any type of, rain or any water from going into either one of the houses.
I guess part of my reason for asking is there's a paved apron or concrete apron on your neighbor's property, and I think they only have 3 feet between their house foundation and the property line. And then there's potentially a 1 foot swath of material that could allow water to penetrate and recharge. And then there's the new pavement for the driveway. So I'd be interested in seeing that 1 foot remain not paved, whether it's gravel or mulch or something.
So
we
that
have
it
an
can absorb
opportunity.
into the, okay.
So I think maybe as a condition, if the rest of the board members see it, that we would leave that 1 foot of material between the driveway and the side yard to remain pervious
Sure.
material.
Sure.
We'll just label it that, if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's a great idea to have parking off the street where you can fit it. It's really too bad that you don't have enough room there and you really have not a lot of options here, but I think that it makes a lot of sense. It's not going to be easy
Yeah.
because the doors are going to swing, but I think that I can support this because I think that it fits within the neighborhood, and I think it'd be a good gesture for the neighborhood to have the street parking
I appreciate it.
available for visitors and guests. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Sean?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For you, to either Mr. Cavallo or Mr. Supranat, have either of you spoken to the neighbors in 47
I have.
with regards to, and
They have
There's
no objection.
no objection to it? Okay, that was really the main concern, obviously. It's a very tight space
It is.
you're working with there, and don't want to see it.
The owner actually was well, at the beginning of the project, he was over quite often. We became friends, so yeah.
Okay.
He's okay with it.
Yep, that was my only main concern. Like I said, it's going to fit in with the character of the neighborhood, and to get another car off the streets, especially during the winter times when,
Sure.
especially in that area, it'd be very helpful. And so, there's been no objection here. They actually have people in support of it, so I'm in support of it as well. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sean. So as you can see, there is that one condition regarding the 1 foot space to have impervious material, and you're open to that, so we will place that into the record. I want to thank the neighbors for coming out tonight, this evening, and speaking on behalf. It's always important to get the input of neighbors when projects go on, and people come down and speak. It's very favorable, so thank you for that. Prior to the vote, just as a matter of record, Mr. Mark Briere will be the alternate voting member tonight. Any other comments, questions, or concerns from the board members?
Mr. Chairman, it's pervious. We're looking for that 1 foot to be pervious. Is that, okay?
Yep.
Great.
It'll be the condition. Any other?
It could just be some loam with some grass seed or something of that nature.
I don't know if grass is going to
Yeah.
survive there, but, something that allows water to penetrate
Sure.
rather than to have additional
Yes.
runoff.
Okay.
With that being said, may we have a motion, please?
Three, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion on ZB 2018-10 for property located at 50 Whitney Ave. Applicant is Nicholas Carvalho for variance under section 6.1.10 for off-street parking, the setback from the building and lot line with the following condition: the 1 foot space between the driveway and the side yard, between the driveway and the neighboring property of 47 Whitney Ave is to remain pervious.
Yes.
May I have a second?
Second the motion.
Roll call, please.
Chairman
Approve
Perrin,
with- Approve with condition.
Member Peck,
I approve the conditions.
Member Callahan,
Approve of conditions.
Member McCarthy,
Approve with condition.
Member Briere.
Approved with conditions.
Sir, you've been approved with your project. We wish you the best of luck over
Thank
there.
you, I appreciate it. Have a
Thanks
good
for
night.
coming in. Thank you.
Barry, thank you.
Moving on to other business, we have minutes for approval from March 12, 2018. May I have a motion for acceptance?
Three, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for accept the minutes for,
Mr. Chairman, so those minutes are still pending, unfortunately.
okay.
So they will be available at the next meeting for you to review.
Very well.
I was curious because I don't remember receiving them. I was checking my emails and I must have deleted it, but
Same here.
It wasn't a particularly long meeting either, so. Yeah,
that's true too.
You'll see it soon enough.
Fair enough. The withdrawal for any other business. That being said, I'd like to take a quick moment of personal and professional privilege. I'd like to take an opportunity to thank City Manager Kevin Murphy and wish him the best of luck in his upcoming retirement as of April 1st. Mr. Murphy has served the constituents of the Commonwealth of his district for 17 years in the House of Representatives, also serving as the city manager for the past 4 years. He's been an advocate for the city. He's been an advocate for the local sports and supporter of high school athletics in the past, and I wish him the best of luck and good health in his upcoming retirement. At this point, any other members have any comments, concerns? That being said, we have no other business.
Motion to adjourn. No other business being said, three, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn, and I'd like a second.
Second motion?
Meeting is adjourned. Good luck.